Hello everybody. First things first, I want to apologize for doing the video in this vertical format. I know it's irritating, but I've been wanting to make a video for weeks now, and I just haven't had the time to, and I'm driving to College Station right now, and I was like, just feeling a little bit inspired, and I was like, I need to just do it. Just make the video. It's going to be vertical, whatever. It's okay. We'll just deal with it. But, yeah, I'm on my way to College Station. It is Saturday, June 11th, and my birthday has come and gone. My birthday is June 1st, so I turned 35. I'm officially like, I'm on the downhill stride to 40, and not that that's old. Like, I don't think that 40 is like old, but it's just like I'm really not young now. Like, yeah, next year I'm gonna be 36. Oh my god, it's just one of those things, you know. You're just kind of like, I feel so young, and I've always felt like younger than my peers, just mentally, more so than anything, and I still kind of feel that way. So it's just weird. It's very different. And it was great. Very simple birthday. I just enjoyed. I allowed myself to do what I wanted to do, and I didn't do any work, and it was great. The night before, my boyfriend and I went to a little place in the town nearest us, a little bar, and we had some shots and a drink and just kind of celebrated. And then on my actual birthday, we went into, oh yeah, I was trying to remember what we did. We went down into Deep Ellum in Dallas, and we got dinner there, an early dinner. We got some sushi, and then we went to a few different bars and just walked around and had a drink at each one, and then we went home, and it was great. My birthday was on a Wednesday, and then the following weekend, we drove down here to College Station to see Mom and Dad, because Dad's birthday is the day before mine, so we usually do some sort of party or something together. So David was able to get, my boyfriend was able to get the weekend off, and so we went down there and just spent the weekend with Mom and Dad. And I'm sorry, there's going to be road noise, so I'm sorry if it's not, the sound is not very good. Just use your headphones. But that was good. We just hung out with Mom and Dad, and then it was so nice. Some of my best friends that I've known since I was 14, we got to go out to their house and all hang out and do dinner, and they got to meet David. Some of them had already met him, but most of them hadn't. So it was really cool. They're more like family to my family, so it was really good for them to get to meet David and him to get to meet them, and they all hit it off. So that's always nice, you know. But okay, yeah. So my last video, I had closed on the property that was like 16 acres. I had closed on that house, and then a few weeks ago I closed on the other house, the big deal house, the one that was sold for $730,000. Like it happened, you know. You never know until like that day if it's actually going to close. Well, it's like the day before, you know it's going to happen. But you know, you kind of like worry that maybe something could go wrong, and this didn't go as smoothly as you hope as an agent. The day before, there was some stuff going on with the lender that we were like, I don't know if this is going to happen. But my lender worked really hard, and then the title company actually worked 2 hours past close to get all the paperwork together. So I had a really good team of people who cared just as much as I did, just as much as the sellers did and their agent, and we got it done. But we closed on that house, and I got a good commission. I did have to split it. It was a lead from my broker, so they got 30% of the commission, which is a good chunk because it was a very high commission. And then my mentor, this was her last, with my mentor program, the first 3 closes that I get, the first 3 transactions that I do, she gets a percentage of my commission because she trained me So this was the last one where she gets a bit of my commission. So, I didn't make, okay, I'm going to say, if there had been no lead fee and then no mentor fee on my commission, I would have made $21,900. So, like, that's the kind of money you can make in real estate. But I didn't make that much. I made more money than I've ever made in one setting, in one check, which was an amazing thing. But it was so funny because that day that I got paid, I remember, like, I wanted to know if I knew I was going to get paid because we closed so early in the morning. So I knew it was going to fund that day, but I was like, I'm going to check my bank account now and see if it actually went in today. So I checked my bank account, and it was a number that I've never seen in my checking account. I've never seen that much money. I've come from very humble means, and it was amazing. But what was funny at the same time, I was like, oh God, I gotta sell another house. This isn't enough. Not in a greedy way, but just like, I think I'm just in that mindset of understanding that, it's never, the next transaction is never guaranteed. So I've got that fire under my bum that I knew would happen. I told myself when I was studying to get my license, I was like, what's gonna happen? Because it happened to me with eBay when I started selling on eBay. I was like, you're gonna get some transactions under your belt, and you're gonna get a fire lit under you, and it's gonna make you just want to really go for it. And sorry, my nose is itchy. It's been sneezing all day. It's allergies, don't worry. But that's happening. I do have a fire lit under me, and I have 2 clients currently, and I am working hard on prospecting for a listing client because I really want a listing. I just want to see, I haven't gone through that process yet, and I just want to go through that process and see how it is. Have you seen the gas prices recently? I just passed a huge sign. So here in Texas, I would say the median, unleaded price of gas is $4.70. I'm sure I know that's happened during my lifetime. I just don't remember it. But it's really bad. And being an agent, a real estate agent where my job is to drive around places, it's kind of, I'm not going to get scared. I know everything is happening for a reason and everything is under control. And I'm not going to have a mindset of fear, but it's unnerving, to say the least. And also groceries. On Wednesdays I go grocery shopping, and every week it just seems like it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And I was gonna get some deli meat, some turkey, and I pick up the bag of sliced turkey. It's not even a big bag, and it's $8.70. And I kind of threw it back down. Not really threw it, but I tossed it back down with irritation. It was just looked at the price, I'm threw it back down in the thing. It's just it's ridiculous. And the sad thing is that all of this could be changed in a minute, but we are not going to talk about that. But like I said, I'm not going to have a spirit of fear. I know everything's going to be okay. Things like this have happened in the past, things like this have happened in the past, and we make it through, and things are okay. So I know that there are going to be good times again, times where it's not so difficult money-wise. I'm slowing down because I don't like people being able to see that I'm recording myself, because where my phone sits in my car, you could easily see it if you're beside me. Cruise shuttle. That band says cruise shuttle. I'm like, are they from TV? I'm trying to think, what else is happening in my life. things are just, they're going really good. And I am working on trusting and not worrying about the next transaction in my work. I have slowed down a lot on eBay, and I don't feel bad about it. It just kind of feels like that's the season I'm in, is just like not hustling too hard and just trusting that the universe like has me, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just have to get these recurring like confirmations that I don't need to worry. I don't need to kind of keep myself like busy with busy work just to feel like I'm doing something. I know that the things that are supposed to happen in my life are going to happen. I know that the clients that I'm supposed to have in my life are going to come to me. And I just keep putting it out there. You know, I do, like, I try to do something kind of like once a week or pretty often. I try to kind of like visualize, and I literally just visualize myself with a new client, visualize myself closing with a new client, visualize myself walking into the right home for a client. You know, that stuff is really important, and it has played a role in my life. So I know that it works. I don't necessarily know how it works or if it, you know, what it is exactly, but I know that it works, and I know it has something to do with like your energy and everything. If you're focusing on positive things and you're focusing on good outcomes, you're going to most likely see good or better outcomes. I just know when I used to be an extremely negative person and I would focus on the bad things, my life was bad. You know, it was just harder. I was unhappy. Things weren't going that well. So I try really hard that when I start to have like negative thoughts seep in, I'm like, no, don't think about it. And it happens. I really deal with anxiety. Like, I hate that I do. For some reason, it's something that's in me. And I pray to God that eventually that's not there. But I mean, I know I really have anxiety because literally so many times throughout every week, I wake up in the middle of the night and my thought goes to, I'm gonna die. Like, I think I've talked about this before, but my thoughts go there almost pretty much any time I wake up in the middle of the night. And my first thought is a negative thought about death of some sort. Me or someone I love, an animal. I don't know why. I have dreams about like my pets dying or being hurt a lot. I had one last night about Waffles, the dog. It was terrible. I don't know why, but you know, it's those sorts of things that point me to knowing and accepting I do deal with anxiety. I truly do. I used to take medication for anxiety and depression, and I don't anymore. Hey, hustle on by, get on by truck, and I'm like, you looking at my camera. Yeah, I used to take medication for all that. It really made me feel terrible, and so I weaned off of that with the help of my doctor back in like 2019. Now, if I'm totally not against medication. Like, if I ever needed to go back on it, like, and like I know the feelings, I know the thoughts, I know all of that stuff to know like when/if I needed to get back on something. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm like against medication. I think that it has a purpose and a time and a place for people who deal with mental illness, because I mean that's what depression and anxiety are. I mean, it's a mental illness. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like all over the place with this, but going back to why I talked about anxiety and stuff, I found that when I can just do my best when those thoughts pop into my mind, to just tell myself, it's like, you don't want to focus on that, because you know if you focus on the negative, more likely self-talk. A lot of self-talk. Like almost every day I've got to like tell myself all is well. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. Like I just tell myself in my head. Even if I'm just at the store. Literally. Like sometimes just at the store. I get anxiety. I have social anxiety. It's sometimes really tough for me to just like interact with humans, and not all the time, obviously. And I am really good at like turning it on and off when I've got to interact and that sort of thing. So, but every now and then, I'm having a rough day, or the energy in the whole world is off, because that happens. And then you pick up on the energy of people around you. I feel like something happened there. I think it was just the sunlight. But, when you pick up, I'm a very empathic person, and I pick up on the energy of people around me. And at this time in the world, like at the grocery store, lots less people smiling these days. Lots fewer people who are like happy to be there because it's rough. And I just pick up on that. But I try really hard not to let it affect me. I think that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to check in. It's been like almost 2 months, I feel like, since I think it was April, sometime in April. Yeah, the end of April that I posted last, or maybe very beginning of May. But things are going good. All I know is we all just have to hang tight and hang in there and do our best to have a positive mindset about life, even though it is unnerving and nothing's guaranteed. We just have to stay in the moment and just realize that, like, this moment's okay. This moment, I am good. This moment, I'm safe, and I have the means to provide for myself right now. We just have to live in the moment. And I really believe, like, doing things like the visualization and that sort of thing, visualizing you being safe and provided for, financially provided for, all of that stuff, it will help during these times. So that's all for now. I'm about probably like 20 minutes out of College Station, and gonna go hang out with my fam, with my sister and my mom and my dad and my niece and my nephew and maybe my aunt. I know she's in town. I hope she's at the house. She has a hotel, but I'd love to hang out with her. I haven't seen her since Thanksgiving, and she's like one of the best people I've ever known. My aunt, Angie. Oh, real quick, my mom found her biological father. She's been looking for years since she found her mom, like probably a decade ago. She's been trying to find her dad. Her mom was passed away already, so she never got to actually meet her. But we found him. He's also passed away. He passed away in the 70s. That story's crazy, but I'm keeping it to myself because there will come a later date and I'll share. It's so weird. But yeah, so she found him. She looks way more like him than she looks like her mom. And she has half siblings who are excited that she exists and who look so much like her. I'm getting goosebumps. And it's cool. It's really cool. And I think she's happy. And I think, well, we got a DNA test for one of the sisters. We know it's them. I mean, they look so much alike. But one of them was like, I'll go ahead and take a DNA test just so we know for sure, And I have a feeling that after that comes back, I think that we will probably have a family trip up to Alabama, because that's where they're from. That's where they live. I think we'll probably have a family trip to go up there and meet everybody. I would not be surprised. They seem like so much fun. Her sisters and like her nieces and nephews. And God, a dead fawn. Ugh. A dead baby deer. It's just so depressing. But I'm really happy for my mom, and I think that this might be a connection that have siblings on that side, but they weren't rude or mean, but they weren't as warm and open to really spending time with her and getting to know her. But this side, they are just, they're more like us. They're more like, they love people. You can just tell they love people, and like the more the merrier, and family is important to them. So I think that it might be a really cool thing for mom to have here at the the winter of her life. You know, she's 67. She'll be 67 in September. So I think this is going to be really cool for her. But that's it. I'm talking too much, and there's the update for June. Who knows? I'll try to be back sooner, but that's it for now. Okay, bye.